What's going on? What is going on? It is your boy Smooth Blaze, and I'd like to welcome you back to Walking with a Purpose, Embracing the Journey Before We Reach the Destination, episode 6. Now, welcome to 2024. We're in a new year, new ideas, new missions. So, previously in December, as we ended it off, the title was, What Should I Leave Behind? What are things in my life that are not beneficial, that need to be put in a place where they're not reachable anymore? So, since this is our first video for 2024, the question comes in this way. We are here. Now, what's next? We are here now, so what's the next move? As I think about this phrase, what comes to mind is time to execute. When you're trying to execute things and trying to get the goals, reach your aspirations, get to that point where you are in life, you have to change your mindset. First thing that I've learned about myself as I'm going into this new year, as I am in this new year, is speaking things to existence. Never allowing negativity to destroy what my vision says versus what the reality says. I'm ready to make sacrifices, knowing that I can't do everything in this year, but when I do sacrifice certain things, it benefits me longer, or even in the summertime, even at the end of the year, that I may have more opportunities to do things. Next, trying doesn't count, meaning don't say that you're going to try to do something. Either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. Put the effort in, take the word try out. In addition to that, leave room for minor setbacks. As we go through this year, we know it's going to be things that's going to set you back, but leave wiggle room so you can shake back and you can get back into those steps where you can get close to what you're trying to reach. Finally, push through regardless of the storm. We all are going through different things personally, certain things internally, certain things emotionally, some things spiritually, but we have to keep pushing through till we get to where we need to be. I think about some of my healthy habits. One thing I did before I started this year was wrote a monthly budget for myself. Meaning for January, this is what I have to pay, this is how much I have, let's break it down. Another thing that I did to ensure that I can create an actual path for myself would be list all my debts that I owe. Look at everything that I owe, smallest to biggest, tackle each thing at a time. In addition to that, you have to always create long-term and short-term goals. That's what I did for myself to ensure that what I did last year, review over that, figure out what I didn't complete, add that a little bit higher on the list so that I can get it done. In addition, making a priority to save more, having a amount in mind that you want to save on a monthly basis or a bi-weekly basis, whatever fits your boat. In addition to that, planning days to work out my physical appearance, meaning you have to take care of your temple because you only get one. So make time to ensure that your body is taken care of properly. Finally, invest more time in yourself mentally and spiritually. Get away from foolishness so you can have mental peace. Spiritually, stay in line with what your foundation is, whatever that may be. So continue to stay level-headed and in line. As we think about time management, as we look at the early part of this year, how we spend our time, meaning it's just freshly and as we only been in a weekend, but really how are we spending our time right now? And are we creating balance with time or destruction? If there is no balance between what you're trying to do versus where you're trying to go, it will destroy you internally. You don't never want to be in a position where time is going by and you just getting left behind. Another key point are relationships. I repeat, relationships. Just know this, your connections within this year with others matter. Do you honestly become a better person with those persons that you're connected through in your circle, or have they harmed you? meaning that the people that you consider yourself close to, how are you moving and how are they moving? Do y'all make sense, or do y'all just need to let stuff go? Let's just keep it honest. Lastly, or close to lastly, is financial management. Are you very optimistic about 2024 when you come to your finances? I know it's frustrating, but are you very optimistic about your finances, because there's an opportunity to change your life forever? In addition to that, where do you see yourself financially when the summer hits? I know for me, as far as in the summer hit, I see myself paying out 3 or 4 things and being able to have more wiggle room to do other things that I would like to do for myself. So being optimistic is where I'm at, and I'm going to continue to be there until I get to that point where I can benefit and actually see those results. Let's talk about faith. In 2021, have I maintained a consistent relationship with God? This is major. You have to maintain it regardless of what you're going through or what you're not going through. Am I allowing him to lead me through all uncomfortable points in my life? There's sometimes in our lives where we pick and choose where we want God to be and where God presents to be. We have to be okay with being unokay with him being in those areas where it hurts the most. So understanding your faith will elevate you in a way that anything else that you can do for yourself won't. So always be in mind and always keep in mind of what your relationship with God means to you and how you can stay strong within it regardless of what comes your way. As we ease into the start of this new year, how can we make these changes a lifestyle for ourselves? Executing, setting a game plan, how can we make this a lifestyle? Number 1, learn what you can and cannot handle. We all have barriers, we all have strengths, we all have weaknesses. If there's certain things you can't handle, it's cool. Just understand where your limits lies. Next, God wants to work in our life, but we need to give him permission. Meaning, God is a gentleman. He carries himself like a monk. He's not gonna just come in and just tell you what to do. No, he's not gonna do that. That's why he gave us free will. But he does want to be a part of your life. You just have to allow him to be able to expose that side of you. Money management matters more than being income. Meaning, regardless of how much money you make, if you don't know how to manage it, it's irrelevant. A person that make $35,000 or make $50,000, depending on how they manage the money, would show how much projection they will or how well they will do in life. You can control who gains access to you. This is major. Just like you pick your phone companies, you choose what car you like to drive, you choose who have access to you. That's very major. You have no control over time, so make the best of it. Time is going to continue to go regardless of what you're doing, what you're not doing. So make the best out of it. Finally, don't forget that you're preparing for the future generation. We can't always think about now. Think about the future version of yourself and the future version of your family. So as we close, I would like to thank you for checking my channel out. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, select all, so you will not miss one video. Now, before we close, just remember this simple phrase. We cannot control the hand that was dealt for us, but we can move with purpose. It's your boy, Smooth Blaze, and I'm signing out. Peace.